Okay, so get this right. Imagine anyone, like literally anyone, building their own AI-powered apps. Like even if they don't know how to code.
Not even a little bit.
Nope. And that's exactly what Lollms is making possible.
It's wild, right? That's what we're diving into today, this whole new world that Lollms is creating.
It's seriously groundbreaking stuff.
And it's not just, a bunch of hype. What's really interesting about Lollms, it's not just one thing, one tool. It's a whole ecosystem.
Right.
We're talking AI models, these unique personalities you can interact with,
Uh-huh.
and now this incredible ability to build actual web apps.
It's like something straight out of sci-fi.
Yeah.
And it's evolving crazy fast.
Yeah.
Like warp speed.
Yeah, it's constantly being updated.
It did all start with this one developer, Paris Neo, and their goal was like to build the ultimate AI Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
One platform that can do it all.
Exactly. And it's already doing some amazing stuff. I mean, if you think about it, Lollms can already work with text, images, even music.
No way.
Yeah. Like imagine, let's say you're a musician and you want to create a totally new sound. Lollms could help you generate melodies, experiment with different instruments, even write lyrics in your style.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing.
So cool. But for this deep dive, we're really focusing on one of its newest and honestly, I think most exciting features.
Yeah.
The Apps Maker.
Okay.
You literally tell Lollms what you want your app to do, and it helps you build it, like step by step.
What's so revolutionary about this is it really breaks down all those barriers that have kept people from making their own software. You don't need years of coding experience or a whole team of developers.
Right.
Lollms empowers you to take your ideas, your vision, and actually make it real, even if you're just starting out.
That's seriously impressive. So how does it actually work? Like, do I just type in, make me an app that does my taxes?
Well, it's a little more nuanced than that, but essentially, yes. You're basically interacting with Lollms like you would with another person.
Right.
You describe what you want the app to do, and it walks you through how to build it.
And this is where it gets even cooler. It's not just about, like, churning out code. You can actually test the app within Lollms itself.
Yeah.
Make changes as you go, and literally see it evolving in real time.
It's like this iterative process, this kind of dance between you and the AI. You refine and you improve your creation as you go. It even lets you create custom icons for your app.
Oh, wow.
Which, it might seem like a small thing, but it shows how much Lollms really cares about personalization and that user experience.
So we're talking about a tool that lets anyone build an app, but then also encourages them to really, put their own personality and creativity into it.
Exactly.
That's huge.
And that accessibility, that's what sets Lollms apart.
For sure.
It's not just for the tech giants.
Yeah.
It's not just for coding whizzes.
Right.
It's AI for everyone, which is really exciting, but maybe a little bit daunting too, right?
Totally agree. It's like the Wild West of app development in the best way possible.
I like that.
And since Lollms supports multiple programming languages, it just opens up a world of possibilities for people from all sorts of technical backgrounds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, speaking of possibilities, this new wave of AI accessibility, it brings up some really interesting questions.
Yeah, like what?
Like what's going to happen with the future of work and creativity?
Yeah.
Even education.
Okay, so we've definitely established that Lollms is super cool and potentially revolutionary.
Yeah.
But let's get specific. What are some real-world examples of how this could impact, say, a writer, an entrepreneur, even a teacher?
Let's say you're a writer, right?
Okay.
Imagine being able to use Lollms not just to get over writer's block, but to really experiment with different writing styles.
Oh, wow.
You want to write a screenplay like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Lollms could help you analyze his dialogue and create something with a similar vibe.
So I could have a whole team of AI co-writers,
Basically.
each with their own specialties.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What about for entrepreneurs?
Oh, tons of potential there.
How could Lollms help them level up their game?
Okay, so picture this, right?
Okay.
You've got this killer idea for a new app, but you don't exactly have the technical skills to build it yourself.
I feel personally attacked.
No, but seriously, with Lollms, you could go from idea to a working prototype so fast.
Really?
Potentially in days.
No way.
Yeah, and you could even start testing your idea out, getting feedback and all that.
Before you spend a ton of money and time on developers.
Exactly.
Okay, that is huge.
Right?
It really is like having an entire tech team right there.
At your beck and call.
At my fingertips. I love it.
For sure.
What about teachers, though?
Teachers, oh yeah, definitely.
Any AI magic for them?
Tons.
Yeah.
Imagine creating like interactive learning games
Okay.
tailored to each student,
Whoa!
or personalized study guides based on how they learn best.
That's amazing.
It's like Lollms lets teachers become like educational game designers.
So we've got writers channeling Shakespeare,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
entrepreneurs launching startups at warp speed,
Right.
and teachers basically becoming like the next generation of, like game design gurus.
It's pretty wild when you think about it.
All thanks to Lollms, this tool is like unlocking some serious creative potential for everyone.
I think so.
But let's back up for a second. You mentioned earlier that Lollms has these different personalities that you interact with.
Yeah, the personality. What does that even mean?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Like, is it like having a team of AI specialists?
Kind of.
Each with their own unique skills.
Exactly.
Okay.
Think of it like this. The personalities in Lollms, they're like specialized AI agents.
Mm-hmm.
Each one's been trained on this massive data set of information,
Okay.
but they're focused on a specific area.
So you could have one personality that's like amazing at writing poems and scripts.
Exactly.
And then another one that's like a coding whiz.
Spot on.
Oh, that's cool. So instead of having to like switch between different AI tools,
Right.
I can just access it all within Lollms just
Yeah.
by like talking to the right personality for the job.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And it keeps everything really streamlined.
That's the idea. Make it super user-friendly.
I love it. This is honestly blowing my mind. And the thing is that this is just the beginning, right?
Just the tip of the iceberg.
Lollms is constantly evolving new updates all the time.
All the time.
New features constantly being released. What does that even mean for the average person? Like, can we even keep up?
That's the million-dollar question, right? I mean, it's both exciting and a little intimidating.
For sure.
Because on the one hand, the possibilities are endless, but it also means we have to be ready to adapt.
Yeah.
Be open to learning new things constantly.
So it's less about mastering any single tool and more about just like having that mindset of, continuous learning and exploration.
Absolutely. And that's where I think Lollms really shines. Because it's not just a powerful tool, it's a gateway to a world of endless possibility. It encourages you to think differently, try new things, push the boundaries of what we think is even possible.
It's like that feeling you get when you're a kid with a brand new box of crayons.
I love that.
Like, the possibilities are just endless, right? You're limited only by your own imagination.
And in this case, you've got the power of AI at your fingertips, too.
Right, exactly. Instead of crayons, we've got AI.
Pretty powerful analogy.
It lets us tap into that, childlike sense of wonder and creativity, but with the potential to really make a difference in the world.
And that's what's so exciting about it.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation.
It has.
We've talked about so much.
We have.
From how Lollms can build apps for us.
Yeah.
To all these different personalities it has.
And how important it is to stay adaptable and be open to learning new things in this crazy world of technology that's constantly changing.
The world is changing fast.
But I think there's still one big question kind of hanging out there.
Oh, really? And what's that?
It's the so what question. We've covered all this amazing stuff Lollms can do, but what does it all actually mean? How will this tech change things for us, for our work, for the world even? In the years to come, I mean.
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yes.
And honestly, I don't think anyone has a clear answer. But what's really cool is that the answer isn't going to come from some big tech company,
Right.
Since Lollms is open source, it means the power is really in the hands of everyday people.
So we get to decide what the future looks like. In a way, yeah. It'll be up to people from everywhere, artists, teachers, whoever. Anyone can use this tech to solve problems, make new things, really shape the world how they see it.
That's kind of mind-blowing. And a little intimidating, to be honest. All those different ideas out there.
I know, right?
Just waiting for the right tools to make them real.
Exactly. And Lollms could be that missing piece. It could spark this wave of innovation we can't even imagine yet. Think about it. Building an app is as easy as writing an email. Everyone has access to education tailored for them.
The barriers holding people back from being creative,
Yeah.
they're just gone.
That's what we're talking about, the democratization of creation. Anyone on the internet with an idea could change the world. And it's not just about these big world-changing ideas either. It's just as much about helping individuals make their own lives better and the lives of people around them. Maybe a teacher builds an app that helps their students learn a new language way faster. Or someone makes their own music with Lollms and shares it with everyone.
It's like Lollms gives us superpowers, and then it's up to us to figure out how to use them.
Love that. And it's not just about Lollms on its own either. Think how this tech could work with other new stuff that's coming out, like virtual reality or even biotechnology.
Whoa, yeah.
We're talking truly revolutionary stuff here. The possibilities are endless.
Okay, so for our listeners tuning in, some of them might be hearing all this for the first time, and it's a lot to take in. What's the one thing, the big takeaway you'd want them to remember about Lollms?
Don't be intimidated. That's the biggest thing. Just embrace the possibilities. Remember, Lollms is a tool. And like any tool, what you do with it, that all comes down to the imagination of the person using it. So jump in, experiment, see what you can make. You might just surprise yourself.
I love that. It's not about becoming some kind of tech genius overnight. It's just about being open to trying it out, learning, and seeing where this whole AI thing takes us.
100%. And hey, who knows? Maybe you, listening right now, will be the one to create the next big app, or write an amazing song, or even change an entire industry, all using Lollms.
And on that note of endless possibility, we're going to wrap up this deep dive into Lollms. Keep those creative sparks flying, everyone, and we'll catch you on the next one.